Yo, what is up? Bob here. Just real quick, just want to touch on a few things before I get started with the vlog today. The first thing is store credit is still intact. Bummer. I was hoping to have got a new instrument by now. Yeah, that's what I want, is a new guitar. So I've been tempted to get a Dr. Z Z-Lux, and I've also been tempted to buy a K-Line Telecaster Olympic White. Very nice guitar, relic. It's really cool, but I decided not to. So the store credit lives on another week. Next on the agenda, last week I was threatening to get an original Tube Screamer because I'd been using this Tube Screamer Mini all the time. And I think I'd lost my mind momentarily because I forgot that I had this, the ROCKBOX boiling point. That's right, folks, the ROCKBOX boiling point. This thing came out several years ago. It was super expensive. I mean, super expensive. I'm not sure, but I think it was like $350, maybe even more than that. Here's the deal with it. This thing came out, and this is just the way I remember it. So if it's not accurate, oh well. But I'm pretty sure. So Pro Guitar Shops comes out with the demo of this thing, right? And they're like, it's the greatest overdrive of all time. And then for some reason, they never started carrying it. So they never did another video on it. But ultimately, the hype was magnificent when it first dropped. And they made a bunch of these handmade ones. Hand painted ones, rather. And now they have one that's in like a green enclosure that's just like a more, I don't know what, it's like an anodized looking box. But, it's got a socketed IC chip situation, and it basically does like a Tube Screamer mode down here, and then like a boost mode here, and then a asymmetrical kind of Marshall style clipping up here. This is a bass cut over here. But yeah, it's got this kind of stepped gain knob, so when it has detents as you turn the knob. It click 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 click, and then of course this is just the volume knob. This pedal is extremely loud, and it is a TS variant, so it's really good, and it's always been on my other board. I took it off to put the Zen drive on, but I'm sitting here talking about getting a original Tube Screamer, and I'm sitting on a $400 overdrive that is a Tube Screamer. So that's not happening now. I might plug that in and let you hear it. I've never done that before on here, so I'll probably do that. I'll probably plug it in and let you hear what the ROCKBOX boiling point sounds like. Other than that, it's Mother's Day weekend, so I'm going to keep this brief. Try to, not ramble on for 30 minutes on this. But anyway, a couple new pedals came out this week. The JHS VCR, tried that out. Yeah, I won't be buying that. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying that it's not bad at all. It's actually very good, but I think I would rather have, for the money, I'd probably buy like an original Boss CE, silver screw situation. I think I would rather have that. It just gets a little more extreme. I've got reverb and I've got boost. I don't need that stuff. So, another one that came out that they've just been advertising the holy crap out of is the Earthquaker Devices. I believe it's called the Eruptor. And I could be wrong about that. See, their advertising is only sort of working. I did like the movies with the female barbarian chicks, though. But I tried that out this week. Fairly decent fuzz. If you're into like a lot of stoner stuff or whatever, you might be able to get some use out of it. I'd like to demo it against the Acapulco Gold, both of the one knobbers, and see how those two are versus each other. I know they're different things, but I don't know. I just think it would be a cool thing to do. But anyway, yeah, I'll probably do rehearsal and maybe a couple other things. Yeah, I'm going to do this. Let me do this ROCKBOX video, and then I'll do rehearsal, and we'll wrap it up. Okay. Well, that was interesting. The ROCKBOX is way louder, way more gain, less mids. Doesn't have that like kind of hollow tube screamer thing quite as much, but it does have some of that tube screamer DNA. TS Mini's pretty good, really. Not a real loud pedal. Doesn't have. It's got probably as much gain as any tube screamer, but I think it sounds. You know, here's the thing. If you're not in the room with the piece of gear that you're talking about, like if you say, oh, well, the Tube Screamer Mini probably sounds very similar to the original Tube Screamer. Well, you might think that if you don't have them both together. So I can't really make any of these claims until I have both of them in the room, plug them up, and try them at the same time. But I will say this, as far as what I can remember, which is questionable, it does sound similar to an original 808. So, I don't know. ROCKBOX is pretty good. Nice overdrive. If you feel like it, tell me what you think in the comments. Might be helpful if I should just go ahead and get an original Tube Screamer or not. Should I just settle with a ROCKBOX and just rock on? You know? I don't know. Anyway, let's do rehearsal right now. So I did want to talk about one more thing during this vlog. I'm going to let you guys in on a little deal I got cooking. And I'm just going to trust that none of the parties involved will watch this before whatever happens. So here's the deal. I've got a line on a 1960s Kingston bass. This is like a catalog instrument, you know, like a funky Japanese guitar. I'll post some pictures of it right here. That way you guys can see what I'm dealing with. Here's the deal. I'm going to go full disclosure on this. It's $100. And what my plan is to try to show you guys if I could, what happens to this bass. Will I flip it, make some money? Will Taco Cox want it and take it off my hands for the same price? I don't know yet, but I'm going to find out. I'm going to buy the bass, and if Taco doesn't want it, if he doesn't think it's very cool, then I'll try to flip it. And I don't know if I have to consign it, or maybe I'll trade it on a piece of gear you know, come out with something totally way better than the $100 that I have spent on it. So stay tuned for that. That's going to come next week. I'll try to keep the bass long enough to, I'll tell you what, no matter what, I will make videos with the bass before I do whatever. You'll see the whole deal go down. So stay tuned for that next week on the vlog. Over and out. Bob out.